We are looking at the EDO 2024, talking about the delegate conference that was held on Sunday by the People's Democratic Party. And our focus this morning is the reactions and counter-reactions that are trailing the delegate conference. All right, so we have new entrants now. We have Barrister Anthony Hilebo, who is also a PDP chieftain. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, Neville Obaked is also here. Neville, you're welcome to the show.
Good morning, ITV. Thank you for having me this great Wednesday morning.
All right, so we still have Honorable Destiny Nabulili. Thank you so much one more time. All right, so Neville, let me come to you now. You are going to anchor your points. Neville, let me come to you now. How would you want to react to the delegates conference that was done by the People's Democratic Party?
Number one, I'm not a politician. I'm not a card-carrying member of any political party. So basically, my comments shall be on my understanding of party politics, whether intra-party politics or inter-party politics. And my contribution will not now be limited to the Congress that was held by PDP on Sunday. It can also be extrapolated and be used to analyze the congresses of other political parties. Number one, in every political party, whether PDP, whether APC, whether Labour Party, another party, there is what we can refer to as individual interest. There is also what we call the group interest. Inside the same political party, in this case PDP, we also have powerful elements that you can bring under the concept of godfathers, of godfatherly politicians. And then inside this political party, in this case PDP, and as it's also applicable to other political parties, you have factions. And in these factions, you have cliques, the people that determine what will happen. And so when we are talking about PDP Congress of Sunday, the reactions are counter-reactions. We should put at the back of our mind these concepts of individual interest, group interest, factions, cliques, and godfatherist politics.
Okay, let me pause you because we've got so much question to ask. Now, Barrister Anthony Hilebo, the chairman of the committee, the Oyo State Governor Makinde now, for reasons best known to him, he stepped down a few days to the Congress, and of course the deputy vice chairman of the committee now had to step in as the chairman of that Congress. Now, the question that we ask now, because what people are saying is that they were not supposed to have a situation whereby a non-substantive chairman conducts an election. So for people reacting now, the World Congress is null and void. Would you want to agree with that?
Well, thank you very much. First, before I go to your question, I really enjoyed the theorism of what happened on Sunday that he put out. But it's not that complex. It's very simple, very, very simple. There had been, yes, like you said, a lot of interests. People who feel that they ought to produce a government. I mean, again, within the realm of theory of politics. But like I witnessed and I've been part of for the last 3-4 months, and I actually met him on this journey. Politics is a practicality. Politics is it's a local game. Yes, and what played out on Sunday was more politics of commitment of the people to deciding to change their future irrevocably because they were promised a better deal by someone who, I mean, let's even examine the altercations, the people that are on different sides, the F9 as we call them now, and the rest, and this individual that they claim the whole thing was skewed towards, and like you said, Makinde resigned. I'm aware of the conversations that yielded to having someone who belonged to the G5, and which this guy side tends to lean to. Don't forget what the G5 did during the general election. Because they were not, or they leaned towards, again, equity. That was the mantra of the G5, that they wanted power to shift to the South. And so they sabotaged the PDP, effectively. There was no, I mean, there's nobody that will not agree that that happened. And Makinde was a member of G5. So, and this group sided with G5, with their connection with the man in Port Harcourt. I'm saying all of this so that we are clear with what had happened on Saturday. And so there was a concession, from what I hear, that, okay, let someone from this, so that it will guarantee fairness. And I will tell you, I'm a delegate.
So you mean Peter Oba guaranteed fairness?
No, not Peter Oba.
Okay.
Having Makinde there.
Okay.
And
Makinde declined.
now, have you read the letter? A letter he wrote on the 2nd, right? Citing a petition that was dated on the 3rd. I found that very, you know, one advice we young people who are in the party want to give those that superintend on us is that they must give us faith and hope that what we look for is the prosperity of our people. Everything you see playing out on Sunday was a realism of what people in Edo State are looking forward to. A government that comes to them at their doorstep. Let me say this. Everybody, I mean, if you've seen the videos, because they said that the no congresses happened. Let me tell you, my sister got married on Saturday. I left that wedding at 8 p.m. and drove all night and got to Igweben by 4 a.m. Participated in that primaries, in that Congress at 8, 9, 10 on Sunday. And the turnout of my people, where I come from, Igbiki, was, I was taken aback. They were happy when the results were declared, that they had finally, they were going to put someone, or they were working towards the actualization of the dream of a better Edo State. You see, there's no, I don't think throughout whatever has happened in PDP, you will see that one person, one group of people have been moving from door to door across the 18 local governments in a span of 2 months. There was no break, no holiday. I didn't travel to see my family because we had been campaigning on the road. No doubt that because we felt that as a group of collective of people in Edo State who want the best interest of the state to be put ahead of every interest. Peace was a prerequisite of those campaigns. Everywhere we went to in Edo State, we preached the message of peace and unifying the party.
So what the aspirants now, why are they...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This election that happened on Sunday was a delegates election, not an aspirants election. I've seen many of them calling that the chairman of the ad hoc Congress should have called for a meeting of all. But it just seems... I mean, there's no thought process to it.
Okay, let me pause.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish on this thought. There's no thought process to it. Because you didn't even allude to the fact that this election had no business with you. We had not gotten to the primaries. Where it concerns the other aspirants, 9 that they call themselves, is when it concerns the primaries, finally. The people that should, even if they have any complaint, write any petition, are the people who were contesting the next day. People like me, who were contesting to be delegates. This was not a governorship primaries.
Okay, let me pause you so that we can bring Honorable Destiny in. Now, Honorable, we have 9 aspirants now. Philip Shaibu, that's the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Omoigi Ugbedi Hama, Anselm Ojezwa, Felix Sakabwe. Then we also have Ambassador Martin Ohomobi, Hatia Hadiza Tumoru, Omosede Benedion, Dr. L. Onaihu, and Arthur Esene. Those are the 9 aspirants now that PDP cleared. Now, out of these 9 aspirants, Ighodalo now seems to be the only person that is not reacting. The other 8 are reacting. Now, the question we're saying, what people are saying is that for Ighodalo not to be reacting to the delegate conference, there is enough suspicion to believe that the governor had hands in the turnout of that delegate conference.
Mr. Evans, I think let me try to answer your question this way. There is an African proverb, perhaps a saying. Have you seen a well-to-do man consulting an oracle?
No.
Why he's rich or why he's wealthy?
No.
So, for me, the issue is a belated issue because I try to be very careful because this is intra-party, not inter-party. I think we should need to save our arsenals for the inter-party.
Yeah, but we are looking at the possibility of each.
I said it earlier. It's a one big family. That's why I try to be very careful, because we are still going to work together. I said it. We are still going to work together.
Now, you're a member of the PDP.
I'm a member of
an agreement among the aspirants.
That what?
And of course, the leadership of the party. You see, that this is how the primaries. The delegate.
You see, we are missing it. We are missing it. I think we are missing it. Just as I rightly said, it's a delegate congress. Who says the other 9 cannot lobby the elected delegates? For me, it just I ran under this platform.
So what are the guarantees?
I'm coming, sir. When I emerged,
instructions of certain people in the party.
I'm coming, sir. Yeah. When I emerged as House of Assembly candidate of PDP in Ovia Southwest constituency, we did delegate congress. We supervised it. But at the time, my opponent at that time infiltrated. Had one-on-one with the delegates. He was able to buy some. When I say some, use some to himself. So who says they cannot? So for us, for me, when I saw it, these are men and ladies that I respect. You see, don't say if it's not me who crumble the ship, or the ship will say no. It is not ideal. You see, it's our house. We must protect the house. I think I'll keep on saying this, keep on reminding them of the African proverb. I used the word, I said it earlier, that let's save our arsenals for the inter-party, campaign, not intra, because I still have the hope that we will still work together. Okay. Now, but let me remind them, I will keep on saying it at every minute and every second, that if 2 brothers fight to death because of their father's inheritance, strangers will inherit that property. They need to be very careful. It is better for you to have your party in power, whether they are recognizing you or not, than having another party in power. I'm going to be very frank. See, for the last 3-4 years, the man they say that is not known, I've been able to traverse every nook and cranny of the states. That's the person of Dr. Aso Igodaro. So he has been able to win these people's heart. He has visited homes. He has visited people. I'm sorry to use. He's a very humane person. Yeah, we're not questioning his character. For Aswe Igodalo not to be reacting now. I mean, went to a the question that is being asked is that he seems to be in favor. No, that is not true. He believes that he has done his work. He has interfaced. He has gone to wards, and he believes that he will win. Quote and unquote, he believes that he will win. Because he has done the due diligence.
He's not working. This is nothing for him to.
I try to be very careful with the choice of words, because these persons 9, they are still part. They are our brothers. They are sisters, and I know for sure we all work together.
So you think that delegate conference was free and fair?
Definitely, definitely. In the first Southwest, I think I visited about 8 wards. 8 wards, excepting Nikora and Ofunama. We went round. I'm coming, sir. Let me anchor. We went round. Some persons, some delegates, step down. As if I voted with my party card and a PVC.
What about the allegation that the governor of the state made a list?
No, there was nothing like that. I know of my local government. I can tell you, but for any other local government, I'm not the spokesperson for governor or the government of Edo State. But I know for what I saw in the feed in Ovia Southwest, there was nothing like a list.
No, I told you. I said, what, because of time, what do you think is going on within the PDP? Perhaps this is not the first time we are seeing this kind of reactions when it comes to primaries, how delegates emerge and all that. Remember some time ago, we had issues with which of the primaries did the National Working Committee, supervise, the INEC officials supervise and all that. That is still very fresh in our memory now. It is still the same PDP. So what do you think is going on in the PDP?
I think as a political scientist, who is conversant with history of political parties in power, whether at state level or at federal level. What is happening in PDP that is likely to happen in the other political parties, if care is not taken. It reminds me of the Mazin that says that those who fail to learn from history, they are condemned to repeating history. I started by talking about individual interest, group interest, cliques, factions. Now, if as leaders of PDP, they are not able to play what they call the politics of inclusion of their own members, they exclude them because they want to skew the delegate congress in favor of a candidate. Because if you listen to my co-discussant, they have referred to one person, the same person that you have asked them questions about. Why is he not reacting? If the delegate election is a party thing, and it is for the delegate to go and determine from the array of aspirants who should be the candidate of the party, why will, in quote, the delegate congress be skewed in favor of Aso Ighodalo? I don't have any problem with any aspirant in any political party, and as I said, I'm not a member of any political party.
I think he's missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point.
Let him anchor his opinion.
Because
he has right to his
when Hilebo Esquire was talking, he made reference to how a candidate has traversed the nooks and crannies of Edo State.
It's in the public glare.
Yeah, yes.
It's other aspirants they be campaigning.
Yes, no. Other aspirants are also campaigning.
I can tell you the only two people who have gone to
the Congress.
Don't
Excuse me. The Congress in favor of Aso Ighodalo. The Congress is a Congress of PDP to determine who will fly the flag of PDP. So if anybody comes here that as a discusser with me on this program, and they are talking about a candidate, and they are disregarding that candidate who are also members of the party, and yet they say this is a family thing, they are not being sincere. They are not being sincere because the governor, as a leader of the party, is a member of the party. The governor should have interest. If the governor does not have interest as number one leader of the party in the state, who else should have interest?
Okay.
Now listen. Let me explain. Now, if the governor is having interest, he should go and do his own work by talking to those delegates to see how they can support his candidate, manipulating the process, whether go to Abuja to get a list, whether it is denied.
I don't know how you arrive at the position of
if I'm a delegate,
I know.
If it's true, Mr. Evans, if it is true,
Mr. Evans,
his opinion.
Then I'll take offense. If you want to react to what I'm saying, you can react to it.
No, I'm reacting because
wait, let me finish. That will give you time to react.
I really need to respond to this.
1 more minute.
When we have electionary processes like this, there are speculations. I don't want to believe, for instance, that the issue of manipulating the delegate is a speculation. Because if it's a speculation, there will be a reaction to say this is a speculation. Those who are saying it should prove it. Because those who allege it, I thank God the lawyers here, they should be able to prove. Now, assuming without conceding that it is not a speculation, it goes to show from the beginning what some of the aspirants have been suffering within their party. Beautiful. And yet it is
now, let's see the reaction. The reaction of the vice chairman PDP South, that was Chief Dan Obi. He has promised that the protest will not go in vain. That's the protest that these other 8 members are protesting now, 8 aspirants now. Now, for him, that delegates conference is null and void. And of course, he has said that it is capable of tearing the party apart. Now, does it bother you, Barrister?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because you see, like he said, and I need to respond to him. I'm a delegate, and I told you how I traveled all night, right? And got to Igwebe by 4:30 a.m., right? And went to my congress, and was elected by my people. There was someone that was brought from. I'm from Igbiki. There's an elderly man I respect that was contacted by Shaibu to go and contest, and then we walked. Before I even got home, the entire people in my place went to meet him and told him, you are going to be contested. He said, no, I can't contest against this young man. He gave them reasons. I said, no. Step down. Did not even go to the field. If that had happened, and this happened across the states, because this election, I will tell you, there was no selection. People sat in their local governments, and I'm sure it happened in your local government. In my local government, we had extensive engagements. And I'll tell you, even some of these aspirants submitted themselves to the senatorial district when they had some meetings to decide that, look, as a senatorial district, we'll pick one person to give us an advantage as an aspirant. This process was rigorous and chaired by no less a person than Chief Tommy Kimi. Now, if these whole processes have been put in place, I've seen videos where someone like Omosede who is contest, stood in the line and they had these congresses. She lost her because the people, it's not about this. You see this, again, I have to redirect this thinking. Because we keep elevating it to the place of the aspirants. It is not, these congresses were not for the aspirants.
Okay, now
they were for delegates.
You made measure of
I'm going to bring him
now. Just gentlemen, we really don't have time. Gentlemen, hold on. Now, Honorable Nabulele, now, how would you react to the fact that the election that would have been done in Edo, Esako West now, that's where the deputy governor is from, you know, is being suspended. Some people are saying that...
Not Esako West, I think it's Esako Central.
Esako Central, that's
yes.
that's
where Danobi is from.
The deputy governor as well. So,
Danobi,
yeah.
Esako Central is Danobi.
All right, but what people are saying is that there are things about that...
Is it significant? It's just a local government compared to other 17 local governments.
Yeah.
You see, I used the word earlier. I said Oga Mevi here is missing it. You see, you can't just base your postulation on assumption or speculation. He's a lecturer, a senior one at that.
Yeah.
So you can't just, facts are sacred. So he has not established the facts. See, I used the word earlier. So if you watch me very carefully, I'm pulling back because I believe that it's a family affair. We can still do it and work together.
Okay, let me.
Hence, I'm trying to be very careful with the choice of words.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Because of time, we're going to ensure that we have a part 2. I'm going to plead with my producer so that we can have
that 3 of us can see this.
I really like to.
I really like my lecturer. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, gentlemen.